Hey there, it's me, Barb, and I am going to review 3 different kinds of pecans, tomatoes, whatever, today. And in honor of winter solstice, and for those of you who don't celebrate winter solstice, it is the shortest day of the year, the darkest day, but it's the turning, the rebirth, and it symbolizes rebirth, like the sun is going to come back and the days are going to become longer, the sun's going to be out longer. So, but I just like to think of winter solstice as just, what is that for you? What is your rebirth? What is your, what is your darkest time and where do you go from there? I get all philosophical on these reviews. I know you could just throw it out with the bathwater, but I just, so I have this because I just thought, I guess I could have a sun on one too. I have this one. I think this one, I'll just wear it for a little while just so you remember it's winter solstice. But sometimes people, they're celebrating winter solstice, they'll have fruits and nuts out. So I thought, well, what better to do a review? I was going to do this walk, which I am still going to do. I just didn't have time for it, and it's too far away where I want to go. So I thought, well, today I'll just review a few nuts, because I'm a nut myself. I'm a nut. I'm a pest, but the one that I love best. I'm wild about pecans from, where's it from? Pecan Nation. Okay, look at all these bags, you all. We have cinnamon. We have roasted and salted, and we have maple. Oh, if you know me, you know how I love me some maple. Okay, I'm going to take this off, but just happy winter solstice to all of you out there, okay? I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful evening. I know it's at night, around 10, was it 10, 11? Anyway, so here we go. Let's try these. Which one should we try first? Now, I'm going to just tell you my behind the scenes. I tape things together so that you can see the product. Some people try to hide all that stuff. That, every different strokes, different folks. I'm just a kind of as it is. So, these 3 are all from Pecan Nation, America's native nut, and it says USA grown on there. Can you see that? USA grown. And it's in Georgia. Georgia on my mind. I am just looking at it because I haven't really taken a good look at it. I love this. They have on here, it says healthy snacks. And so they have on here all different ways, I don't know if you can see that, to pronounce pecans. So you have pecans, that's from Michigan or up in north. Then it's pecans, or pecans. So everyone's different. Non-GMO power snack, pecans are usually a little expensive, but they're so good. I love me some pecan pie. Ooh. So these bags I actually got on sale, but they were $3.98 each bag. But this is nice for the season, for the Christmas or for winter solstice or for Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or for New Year's, or just something nice. Sometimes I don't know about you, but me, I eat a lot of sweets around the holidays. So it's nice to, even though these are sweet, they got a little protein in them for you. You don't eat enough protein, you might go, woo. I got a little woozy the other day. I had to start eating some more protein. But anyway, okay, so where do I start? I want to start with the cinnamon, and I just don't know why. Normally, I'd start with the basic, but today is different. So here we go. This is the cinnamon. What else do I want to tell you? I think some of you will want to know this. For 1 ounce. So a bag is 4 ounces. So for a quarter of the bag, that's a good way to do it, or unless you want to weigh things. It's 170 calories. Carbs are 11 grams, and sugar is 9 grams. And I think someone else wanted to know the sodium all the time, 45 milligrams. So, but they do have 2 grams of protein. They have some vitamin D, a little calcium, iron, potassium. Hoo-ha. Okay, let's open her up. Yeah. I love having fun. Oh, it smells good, you all. I could smell the cinnamon when it was way down here, It was, let me show you what I got here. Oh, these are pretty. Now, some people will make these at home, and, I remember back in the day, my sister would make them. Oh, they were so good. But let's let me show you. I showed you a bunch of them. Oh, I got things going on here. Hang on. Okay. Got to get that label off of there. There you go. I don't know. You've seen a pecan before, I think. Well, maybe not. That's all right. Okay. I don't know how you get any better than this. I rate 1 to 10. 1 is you're going to get sick on the side of the road, never going to hear or speak of it again. 10 is you're going to tell your friends and family you're going to go back for more. I would go back for more for these. These are definite 10. Definite. Maybe a little more cinnamon for me, but not enough to complain. Those are good, you all. So I was thinking, I like winter solstice, is coming up. Well, it's today if I air it today. I mean, it's not today, but it's going to be aired on winter solstice day. But on this day, just to kind of give yourself a little time, a little breather, especially if you're celebrating other holidays, it's nice to kind of stop, take a walk in the woods and, look at that, look at the sun and look at the night sky and know that even if life is kind of crummy, that the days are going to start to get shorter after winter solstice, which is the 21st of December. Anyway, I like to try to give each other a little boost, It's okay. Okay, I'm going to go to the roasted and salted. It says high protein, plant-based, antioxidant, rich, heart healthy, lowest net carbs. Pecan Nation. I had never seen these before, and they were just at the grocery store, and I thought, ooh, these would be fun to review. At our local grocery store, so you can get them anywhere. All the ingredients in this one is just pecans, peanut oil, and salt. And on the cinnamon, the only ingredients well, they had a lot more ingredients. Sugar, brown sugar, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, you can read the back of the box if you want to. Okay, I just love making sure that you see everything. Pecans. That's Michigan. We got that, eh? I have been out of Michigan for, when did I leave Michigan? When I was 20 years old, I left Michigan. So I have been out of Michigan for 47 years, but people can still hear that accent in me. That accent. Okay, let's try this one. This was the roasted and salty. Now, just so you know, just in case, when you rip over the top of this, you lose the names of each one. That is a little, I think, marketing mistake there, but that's okay. Smells good again. Now, this is just lightly salted. So this is 220 calories for a quarter of them. Isn't that funny? That this has sugar and all that stuff, and it's 170 calories for a quarter of them. So it's 1 ounce. Carbs is 4 grams of carbs, and this one's 11 grams of carbs, And the sodium is 80 milligrams. Protein is 3 grams. So, it's just interesting. Okay, so this is the highest caloric count, which is funny because it doesn't have all the... That's funny. Okay, I guess maybe because of the peanut oil? I don't know. Okay, let's pull it out. Let's take a look. Oh, they're just beautiful. I wish I had a... Let me see if I can set them on here. Would that be pretty for you to see the pretty pecans? I don't know. Come on now. Focus, people. Okay, let's try one. Oh, I'm enjoying this review. Fresh. Pecan Nation, Georgia. There is a great Georgia song, and I can't get it in my head. Oh, that is a good... Now, I get a little ahead of myself. I'm going to eat one more of these. It's nice. It's not my top favorite. But it does taste fresh, but there's a little aftertaste to it that I've had other salted pecans, and I haven't tasted or roasted pecans. So I think 1 out of 10. I jumped the gun on that. When I first tasted it, I said, oh, they're so fresh, and they are. But I think this one for me, if you want a plain one, then go for it. But for me, this one would be more of a 1 out of 10. I'd say an 8 for me. Okay, last one. So what are you doing for yourself, and what are you doing for others? I often talk about taking care of ourselves, and the reason why I do is not for you to be self-absorbed or narcissistic, but just often when people take good care of themselves, they can be more there for other people, So I don't know about where you live. Why don't you tell me? But where I live, there are so many more homeless people. I don't know. Is that the same way for you? Will you let me know in the comments? And, even if it's just some leftovers, like you have a couple apples you don't want to eat or something, or it's okay to make sure somebody else has them. You never know when you'll be in that position. Some people go, oh, I would never be homeless. You don't know that. Homes burn down. Horrible tragedies happen when the whole family's killed in a car and you're the only one. I mean, there are horrible things that happen in life that you never expect. You think, oh, I come from a family with millions of dollars. Well, things happen in life, and all of a sudden, your family's bankrupt and you're starting all over. So, or you have a flood and your home goes away. I'm not trying to talk about all the tragedies of the world, but what I'm trying to say is you never know what life's going to hand you. So, instead of judging and deciding that you would never be that way, you just don't know. So, I just say, if there's a little something you can do, you don't have to give them $1 million. You don't even have to give them $1. You could just give them a banana. And I have never, there's one time in my life when I found an ungrateful homeless person, but that person was mentally unstable. And that was in New York City back in the 70s. But nowadays, everyone is so gracious. What I like is I'll say to somebody, do you like licorice or do you like cinnamon? And they'll be honest. They go, no. I said, do you need any socks? No, thanks, but save them for somebody else. Or I'll say, do you need a hat? And they'll go, oh, I already got a hat, or that's what's so nice is people aren't just trying to get stuff. Now, there's always those few that try to, but why should we not help those in need just because of a few people that are wanting everything for themselves? Anyway, that's my soapbox for the day. I got to stop talking. Let's get this review finished. This is the maple. I'm looking forward to this, Inside this, the ingredients are simple: pecans, pure maple syrup, and salt. And this is for 1 ounce, which is a quarter of the bag, since it's a 4-ounce bag. Is 210 calories. I don't know, that light's hitting you. The sugars is 5 grams, the carbohydrates is 8 grams, and the sodium is 10 milligrams. So this one, which is the roasted and salted, which you think would be the healthiest, is more calories, but has a lot less carbs, and of course a lot less sugar. This only has 1 gram of sugar. But this one is the lowest calories, 170 calories. This is 210, and the roasted salted is 220. It's just different. Depends on what you're looking at. Some people are looking at carbs. Some people are looking at calories. Some people are looking at sugars and or sodiums or a combination thereof. Anyway, okay, I've talked enough. The company's called The Pecan Nation. So, The Pecan Nation, I'm enjoying this. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm not sponsored, but any company that wants me to try their things, there's an address. You can go ahead and send me some, and I'll review. I'll be honest. Anyway, just because you send me something free doesn't mean I'm not going to be honest. Let me tell you. Anyway, okay. This smells so good. Oh, this smells good. Okay. They all kind of look the same. You know what I mean. Jelly beans, but the pecan beans. Pecan beans. Look at that. Oh, you can't really see. But anyway, I'll show you one close-up. Let's find a handsome pecan or a beautiful pecan. There we go. Okay. This is the maple. Can't wait. This is, when you have a favorite, sometimes you get higher expectations. So please excuse me. Okay. Get centered. Okay. Gonna take a bite. I'm excited. This is very nice. I'm not tasting the maple. I smell the maple. Oh, I'm tasting it a little bit at the end. A little light. I'm going to take another one. It's nice. I really like these, but I wouldn't think of them as maple. But I do prefer them over the salted and the roasted and salted. Very nice. I would love these at a dinner party. They're just like a little sweet flavor to them, but not overpowering. Now, me with my sweet tooth, my favorite. So I'm going to say this is a definite 9.5. It's really probably a 10. But I'm going to give it a 9.5. So my top favorite was this one. the cinnamon, and that's a 10. And this was my third. So none of them, they're all great. You know, the cinnamon, woo, woo, woo. The maple, woo. Maybe a little bit there. Well, you know, really, I just love the taste, but it's not maple taste. And then last but not least, definitely, they're nice and fresh, is the roasted and salted. And those ones, I can't remember what I rated them, but I think they're a 7 or an 8, so I'll say a 7.5. I honestly can't remember what I rated them. Probably a 7. I don't know. But anyway, it just doesn't matter. What do you like? That's what matters. But this is just to give you a little notice that they're all very fresh. Wonderful. If you see these, I would definitely get them for the holidays or for any time. Just sometimes it's nice just to have a little something out after school, or, you know, your partner comes home from work or whatever, and just have a little bowl of something nice just to go, oh, that was sweet of you to think of me. Some strawberries and some, you know, fresh pecans from the Pecan Nation. Anyway, you all, I hope you take good care of yourselves. Please do. And, you know, it's a nice time, even in the wintertime, if you're at the beach or you're in the mountains or you're in the plains, to just take a nice little walk. Or if you're in the city, just to take a walk with no agenda. No agenda, no rushing to get your steps in, no running, no having to have a big conversation. Just to take a nice quiet walk, often with yourself, is nice. And it just kind of helps you, just settles your soul. Well, that's what I think, but who knows what you think. And I just wish the best for you, okay? So take good care of yourselves, and until the next time, you all, happy trails to you. I hope you have a real good day. Da, 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 da. Take care. Bye-bye.